Okay. Hello, everybody. ¿Aló?
Hello?
¿Se escucha? Okay, hello everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome to our demo day for the Build for and Ignite 4 generation. I am Macarena Gomez, in charge of the Mentors Network Manager. And today we will be presenting the 13 best startups for the Build program and 12 for the Ignite program.
That's right, Maca. Hi, I'm Lank business developer here at Start-Up Chile, and one of our best characteristics is our diversity. Today we're going to be looking for startups from more than 5 different countries and a variety of industries. But first, let's hear some opening words from our Acceleration Director, Sebastián Arias.
Thank you, guys. Hello, good morning. On behalf of Startup Chile and Corfo, we'd like to say hello to our entrepreneurs, first of all. You know, you have been doing a great job during the program. This has been an incredible year, and we have made all the effort to help you and to drive your businesses to the next level. So thank you very much, guys. We know you will rock today. Secondly, I'd like to say thank you to the entire community, to our family, which is always helping us. So our mentors, advisors, the corporate connections we have, always supporting the activities of Startup Chile. So thank you, guys. And finally, I'd like to highlight the group of judges we have today. You have the tough mission to help us to define what are going to be the best startups of the Build and Ignite generation. So help you guys, and you have a tough mission. Don't forget that. I know that presentations are around the corner, but before doing that, I'd like to introduce an incredible alumni. She's going to give us some words. So please welcome Valentina Ducase from Conecta.
Hi, everyone. My name is Valentina. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Conecta, a B2B platform that helps people improve their mental health and well-being through people analytics. And we had the luck to be part of Ignite 3 at the beginning of this year. We went through the whole program, and then we went through Pitch Day and through Demo Day, and we won the extension. But beyond those 2 very important days and events, this whole Startup Chile experience gave us the focus, the goals, and the clear objectives we needed to grow fast. And the whole experience left us feeling with a lot of learnings, and it was a very, very valuable experience for us. And of course, in the most obvious way, winning the extension, it can give you the funding and the money you need to continue to grow fast. It gave us also the possibility to continue to bring more people to the team and continue to grow here in Chile. But it also, in another way, gave us the boost and extra confidence and motivation we often, as startups, need, because this working environment, it can be sometimes very stressful, very hard, and very, very fast. So, yeah, when you're working on a startup, most of the times you need that extra boost, that extra confidence that Startup Chile, and that extra support that Startup Chile knows how to deliver very, very well. And if I have to give you here one big advice, it would be to all the startups that are going to present here today, is to really hang on to those small or big wins, feeling that we often feel when we are day-to-day working, when you receive good news, when you have those like that traction, that client, that thing that makes you feel in your gut that you're doing the things right. Hang on to that feeling. Come here today to do your 3-minute pitch that it's a very big challenge itself. And enjoy the process. Enjoy speaking about why you are doing what you're doing, why you are here today, what's your traction, what are your accomplishments, what are the challenges you've been through the whole program, and you've been come out really, really great. So that would be my advice. Make everyone vibrate with your purpose, with you, with your story, with why you are obsessed with the problem you are solving, with the social impact you are creating, not here in Chile, but in other countries and in the world. So hang on to that. And as an ultimate goal, make everyone here live today remembering why you, and only you, are going to succeed in this crazy, hard, but beautiful journey. So good luck to everyone pitching here today.
Thank you so much, Valentina, for those kind words. So, you may be wondering, how are we going to evaluate the best businesses of the Build Forward program? Well, we have a fantastic panel of judges that will be evaluating all the pitches at the first block. So please, with a big round of applause, let's welcome Javier Araneda, Chief of Growth at Start-Up Chile. Conrad Fernandez, Scouting Manager of Chile Ventures. Javiera Correa, Chief People Officer at Book. And last but not least, Fernando Rojas, Strategic Solutions Manager at Johnson & Johnson. Thank you all and a big welcome. After each pitch, one of the judges will be asking a question for our entrepreneurs.
All of these founders have been part of our 4-month acceleration program, achieving different goals, from developing their first MVP to closing deals with big companies. But no matter the stage of development they are in, we're very proud of their accelerated growth they have accomplished.
Yes, Maca. That is why we will be awarding the 3 best startups of each generation of Build and the Ignite programs. So these 6 outstanding businesses will be part of our alumni Roll of Honor, and we're going to be looking for the fastest growing startup, the most investable business, and the most innovative solution. And for this last award, you are the ones that are going to decide who's going to take home that prize. And how are you going to do this? Well, if you look around the cowork, you can see some QR codes so you can vote at the end of the presentations.
Okay, but before we continue, we would like to give a big round of applause and thank you to our partners that without them, none of this would have been possible. So thank you to VinciU, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, Amazon Web Services, Walmart, Suda, Papa John's, Intel, and of course, our sponsor entity, Cowork Latam.
Yeah, so remember guys that you can share the event and promote these incredible entrepreneurs, tagging us at Startup Chile and using the hashtag DemoDaySup.
Okay, so are you guys ready? Let's start our demo day. So here you can see all the startups that will be pitching and the build for, and also in what order they will be pitching. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce to you to our first startup of the day. So please come up, Christian from VinciU, from the education and learning industry, all the way from Argentina. This is the first online digital career academy for teens. They train their talent at an early stage so that by the end of high school, students can work or start businesses in the tech industry. So Christian, please come up. A big round of applause to the first pitch of the day.
Hi everyone. I would like to start introducing you to Jorge. He graduated 2 years ago with a bachelor in business, but still can't get a job due to a lack of extra abilities in his profile. Camila is facing her first year of law school, but after changing careers twice due to her lack of vocational guidance. And David just dropped out of college because he's looking for a job to support his family. These are not isolated cases. Only in Latam, more than 63 million young people are currently facing difficulties accessing the labor market. And that's why we have created VinciU, the first workforce academy for teenagers, a social learning-based platform where teenagers develop digital talent at an early age to break into the tech industry, even without going to college. We provide a gamified experience on tech career paths such as programming, robotics design, and 3D modeling. All of that through on-demand courses and peer-to-peer live sessions guided by our facilitators. In the beginning, students must go through a discovery stage to learn the fundamentals of different tech disciplines. Then they choose one career and they specialize in the area that they like the most. Currently, in Latam, there are more than 120 million students in high school. We also have 78% of internet access and a total market of 11.5 billion USD. In our B2C model, we have surpassed 200 students in sales with a retention rate up to 83% and a monthly revenue of 2.8 thousand USD. In Start-Up Chile, we have completed different milestones. We have increased our B2C students in 2.7x since we joined. We validated our B2B model. We have spoken with more than 10 school principals, and we are about to close a pre-deal with 2 of them, which will be our pilot test here in Chile for the next year. Furthermore, we have made a lot of improvements in our product in terms of scalability. And our greatest difference is that we are innovating over another competitors in focus on teenagers, orientation to job opportunities, scalable methodologies like peer-to-peer learning, and a 100% gamified experience to make learning a rewarding process. Because VinciU aims to connect students, parents, schools, and companies to make a real difference for the youth in Latam. And our team, it is composed of Francisco, who has created 2 startups before, Franco, who has won international science and robotic tournaments since he was 12 years old, and he can develop any tech product even at his young age. And me, Christian, I've been working in the software industry since I was 15 years old and have been involved in the learning ecosystem. That's why the 3 of us complement each other very well. And finally, I would like to say that today is the perfect time to start changing millions of lives. It's the perfect time to give teenagers of Latam the abilities, formation, and opportunities to change their reality. You are all welcome to boost the new generation's future with us in VinciU. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Christian, for that amazing pitch. So one of our judges is going to be asking you a question right now. So one of the judges.
Thank you, Christian, so much for your presentation. I would like to know a little bit about what's next for you guys. You have this B2B model, the B2C model. How do you see it for this next year?
Thank you for the question. Well, our next step is principle of all, try this pilot test here in Chile for the next year. It will be starting around March or April of 2023. Aside from that, we are also working with B2C because the problem is that with B2B, we have long waits of deals, and that allows us to continue working with B2C. We also are working or trying to work with some governments because there is a lot of opportunities to make this accessibility.
Perfect, thank you.
So, thank you. So, I want to ask you, maybe it's a 2 question, but what is your gross margin per student or per course that you guys do?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Right now, in our B2C model, we charge a 20 USD fee per student per month. We have a gross margin of 78%, but we have like 50% of utility. So our business has the highlight that we make more money with more students because we are developing scalable methodologies. With more students, we gain more money because we have a lot of fixed costs.
Okay. So how do you scale that in terms of, because you'll need more teachers, right?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of peer-to-peer. So
Yeah.
how do you make that fully scalable? Or
at the start, we have groups of 25 students per teacher. We know that wasn't scalable, so we started to work with methodologies in education like peer-to-peer that allows a teacher per 50 students. Next, we allow a teacher per 100 students because we work in strategies to make students that they can learn from each other and with on-demand courses, and the teacher, the mentor or the facilitator has the paper of a mentor who will allow the learning of the students. So we are allowing that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have more time for questions, so
Thank you, everyone.
So thank you so much, Christian, again, and all the judges for that question. So now, for the second startup of the day, we're gonna come back to Chile. In the financial and services industry, we're gonna see a digital platform that seeks to empower Latin America consumers. So please, a big welcome to Ricardo from Lank.
Gracias. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ricardo, co-founder of Lank. 7 years ago, paying $12 and just having Netflix was enough. Nowadays, paying more than 60, having all these platforms is not enough. It's not enough for 3 out of 5 LATAM workers. Nowadays, more than 40% of new subscriptions are canceled within the first 3 months. That's why we created a concept that we call the gap between users and the platforms. For users, subscription cost has raised. The content has been diversified, and as pricing has been tired, the individual cost of subscriptions now is prohibited. And for the platforms, CAC has raised, churn has raised, and also now they have a lower penetration rate in developed countries. After BlaBlaCar creating ride-sharing and Airbnb creating ride-sharing, we, in Lank, have created subscription sharing. Lank is a solution for digital subscription sharing that is easy, safe, and frictionless for users to use, and it's a platform that helps streaming services to help gain and retain customers. Our business model is quite simple. On one side, we have users with, for example, a Disney account and that have some available devices. On the other side, we have users that are willing to pay for those available devices. Lank is the platform that connects these people and takes an average fee of 30% of each transaction that is made in our platform. Our customers are LATAM workers between 18 and 45 years old with an income lower to $500. If we abroad them, we're talking about a market of $9 billion. And with our subscription sharing solution, we're talking about a $12 billion industry. We have traction. We have been growing and fast. First in Chile and now in Mexico. We are going to end this year with an annual GMV of $100K. We have a $7 customer acquisition cost with a $20 lifetime value and a 7% churn ratio. We have some competitors in Europe that have been validating this idea in the last years, and just one competitor in LATAM, located in Brazil. While in Start-Up Chile and with the Start-Up Chile help, we have been brought in mainstream media. We have launched in Mexico. We have made partnerships with Start-Up Chile companies, and also we have grown more than 40% within these months. We are 3 co-founders. And let me tell you, if I had to choose for co-founders again, I would definitely choose them again. We are 2 engineers and 1 accountant. We have a top-tier MBA from Europe, and we are the perfect team for creating Lank. And we are not alone. We are backed by the best ones. So let me invite you to join Lank, the first subscription marketplace in Latin America. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricardo, for sharing Lank with us. So now, judges, do we have any questions? You have the microphone.
Thank you, Ricardo, for your presentation. I'm wondering if there's any legal barrier in regards to this model, and how do you plan to tackle it?
Yes, of course, great question. Of course, that a lot of times maybe this question is raised when we talk about our business model. Just to mention, there are some companies that have been doing this in Europe in the last couple of years, and one of the most important things that we take really care about is, which is the compliance about each platform. Maybe you have known Netflix, for example, have change their dynamics, their rules in this year, and we expect that to happen maybe also in the next couple of years. But we in Lank really take care about that, and we try to make every platform that is shared in Lank in compliance, so at the end we are helping the users to pay less and access to more platforms, and to the platforms so that we can, as I said, gain more users and retain them in a longer time.
Thank you.
Any more questions? No?
Yeah, so, okay, I got your answer about the question from Javier, but either, I know that these platforms have a lot of churn, right? The people stay for 3 months, right? But at the end of the day, don't they prefer that people at least try it for 3 months? They pay their acquisition costs, because these are very, very big companies that take in account these metrics, right, for the business. So don't they either, prefer to have this churn than you guys sharing this value from them? So yeah, I don't know if you can.
There are a lot of personal opinions about this, and maybe, of course, you can maybe answer in the question if, have you seen Netflix stock share this year? I don't know if they think the same about, or if a lot of people in the market think the same about churn radio. Netflix, for the first time in history, they are having less paying users from one quarter to the other one. Churn radio is one of the biggest threats to platforms right now, and we, with Lank, are proposing them a solution that helps them to access also people that are not willing to pay for that solution with those pricings. Pricings has been rising a lot in the last years. Our objective is really to reach people that they don't have the ability to reach, and give them an accessible price, so that with that price, the churn radio, it's lower also than the ones that they have nowadays.
Okay, thank you, judges, for your questions, and Ricardo for sharing Lank with us. So now a big round of applause. And moving on to our third pitch of the day, we have from the logistic industry, ABee. This is an intelligent logistics and fulfillment based on the concept of smart fulfillment centers, strategically located, that adds a digital platform to artificial intelligence. So please, everybody, welcome Baltasar.
Thank you. So, good morning. My name is Baltasar. I'm the CEO of ABee. Today, we're facing a serious problem. Last mile is being subsidized. For those of you who doesn't know, last mile is the step of the process that starts when an order leaves the last distribution center. So, basically, what I'm saying here is that when you pay 8 for a delivery, the company had to pay 10 to make that possible. Nowadays, last mile represents more than 1/3 of the complete supply chain cost, which is a lot. But why so expensive? First of all, prices of fuel are high. Second, it's not enough with only route optimization. And third, 5% of deliveries fail. Regular companies are putting big distribution centers in the external areas of the city from where they send big trucks to make deliveries. ABee uses algorithms and techniques of territory planning to allocate micro-fulfillment centers in the interior areas of the city with the most suitable mix of inventory, decreasing delivery distances. This brings down transportation costs and also improves client satisfaction. So, normal companies are using algorithms for route optimization. ABee adds data analysis through territory planning and goods allocation. This means putting the right stock in the best possible place. How does it work? We integrate to your e-commerce. When someone buys something, the order is prepared in a smart fulfillment center. Once en route, we notify the final client and let our partner know any change on the order. And finally, we make a fast and secure delivery. How we make money of all this? Our revenue model has 2 parts: a fee of total sales for warehousing, assembling, and packaging, and also a fixed price for each delivery made. Sounds simple? Yes, and it is. Since we started our operations in June, we're having a very good traction. Until the end of November, we reached more than $32,000 of revenue. Startup Chile was crucial in this process. the expertise of our mentor and operational team allowed us to iterate and pivot our business model and operational strategy. Also, thanks to them, we could iterate the first version of our warehouse management system, which gave us a lot of operational space to keep scaling. Since COVID, last mile became very important because of e-commerce booming. Just in Chile, until at least 2025, e-commerce is expected to keep growing at a 25% each year. Considering that today it's a $17 billion market just in our country, there's a lot of space to run into. We're a young team, but with a lot of experience in logistics and software development. Two of our founders are transport and logistics engineers from Universidad Católica. Our commercial area is led by an Expedios Ya, and our CTO led the development of LATAM's #1 last mile software. So, join us, let's change logistics together and be part of the hype. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Baltasar. So, does anybody from our judges have a question for Baltasar?
I see.
Hello. That's right. Well, thank you, Baltasar. I was wondering, what is the average price that you have per customer?
The average order?
Yeah, well, you know, because you have a business model, so, and you consider also integration. So I was wondering how much was the price.
But sorry, you mean the cost per acquisition for a client for us, or a normal customer that it's the client of one of our clients?
For the clients, particularly. Yeah.
It's 25,000 Chilean pesos.
Okay,
more
perfect.
or less.
Thank you.
We still have time for just one more question.
Thank you, Baltasar, for your presentation. In regards to the micro centers, how do you call them? I'm sorry.
Smart fulfillment centers.
Smart fulfillment centers and the logistic process. Doesn't it make it a little like heavy, the business, in terms of what you have to spend month by month? Or why is it that you decide to have this model?
It's because it's we discovered with this algorithm and techniques of territory planning that allocating micro-fulfillment centers instead of big distribution centers, it may be expensive in the terms of the square meters that you have to have. Like, it's different to have only one warehouse outside of the city in Quilicura, Lank, I don't know, instead of having smaller ones in Vitacura, La Reina, etc. But in the day-to-day operation, it's much more less expensive, the deliveries, the kilometers per order, and when you start comparing that, it's at the end of the way cheaper.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much again, Baltasar. That was an amazing pitch, and thank you to the judges as well.
Thank you.
So now we're going to move all the way to Peru, to the retail, wholesales, and consumer products industry. So now we're going to see an app that provides nutritional advice to users while they shop groceries online. Please, everybody, a big welcome to Priscila from GUNDO.
Hello. In GUNDO, we want to empower people to achieve their optimal nutrition. Did you know that 6 out of 10 diseases are related to what we eat? Yes, 6 out of 10. What's worse, in Chile, 7 out of 10 Chileans suffer from obesity or overweight. And we try to eat healthy, right? But it's easy to buy the wrong food because we don't want to waste time. So we give up. That's why we created GUNDO. GUNDO is a smart food shopping app that provides personalized nutritional recommendations while doing your groceries online. Our value proposition, a customer-centric approach integrated to the purchase and is free for users. So, how does it work? GUNDO considers different inputs, your biological data, your nutritional profile, and the chosen products with their nutritional information. We cross all this information, and with the help of our science-based algorithm, we provide a nutritional score based on an analysis of vitamins, proteins, minerals, and others more, so you can receive recommendations of products to add or remove, and you receive your products. There are other nutrition apps in the market, but with different approaches. GUNDO is more personalized, is more focused in nutrition, and is integrated to the supermarkets. The online grocery market represents $30 billion in LATAM and is expected to grow 25% per year. Our current business model is to receive a 4% of commission from the supermarkets that are connected for all the sales made through our app. And we then plan to add new revenue streams by offering premium versions. So, pre-Startup Chile, we launched a beta we tested with 200 with 23 different supermarkets that show interest in our solutions. And during Startup Chile, we launched the application here, we obtained sales, and we closed a first partnership with a supermarket in Chile with Lomi. And we will launch with them in 2 weeks. In fundraising, we raised $45,000, securing almost half of our current seed pre-fund round. And in growth, for example, we raised 10,000 visit waves to our page last month, almost 7 times more than August pre-Startup Chile. So, we already achieved some big milestones. This month we will reach 50 orders, and next year we will focus in consolidate, in traction, till reach our product market fit. GUNDO started 1 year ago with Jean-Pierre and me as founders, with international experience and in the food industry. And now we are a full-time team of 8 people from different nationalities, with developers and nutritionists complementing the technical skills. We are also supported by key advisors, so what are you waiting to start eating better with GUNDO? Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla. That was just on time. So now, judges, do we have any questions for GUNDO?
Hi. Hi. I have a question. What drives you to do this?
I worked 10 years in the food industry, in a consumer goods company in Peru, in Alicorp. So I'm very involved with the food. And I manage different food products, healthy and not healthy as well. And my other founder, he's the most healthy person in the world. So we met in Madrid doing an MBA, and we tried to do this. This is our second pivot. At the beginning, we had the first idea. So yeah, so we are very happy to do this. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Are you planning to get or create any medical evidence from the results of your product?
Medical evidence. Okay, yes, that's a good question, because we want to go in the future in more medical stuffs. For example, in our premium version, we will be able to read the blood test, for example, and with that, be able to provide recommendations, not personalized, individualized, because each person has a different body, different, yes. And we are talking also with insurance companies. They are interested, so yeah, we want to go in the healthy way. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Javi and Fernando, for the questions, and Priscilla for sharing GUNDO with us. So now moving on to the fifth pitch of the day from the education and learning industry. We have an online learning platform that strengthens the roles of parents and teachers as educators at home and in their classroom. So everybody, please a big round of applause for Andres from Minkedu.
Hi everyone, thank you so much. I have a question. Is it possible to develop to student a fully emotional, social, and cognitive learning? And yes, I'm Andres Kisver. I'm a founder of Minkedu, and Minkedu is a school of parents and teachers to enhance the student learning. This is Janet, our co-founder, and he's failed twice in a second grade because it's not the same level to the classmates. And she and her mother is looking at other options because the school is closed the doors. And genetics have learning difficulties, but have creative abilities. Now, lady to 12 years old has reading and writing challenges and low self-esteem, but has creative skills. Like lady, more than 850 million students in the world increase their learning difficulties due to the closure of schools and university because it's possible to increase these problems. And her mother from lady wants to help her to a better grade educational, and the teacher Carmelo wants to improve the most amazing teacher methodologies. And it's possible to increase these learning difficulties and development from the role of parents and teachers, and yes, this is Minkedu, a platform for online classes and activities to enhance student learning and they promote the role for the teaching skills. Parents and teachers create the methodologies in the space to give out online classes for parents and teachers, spaces and activities by areas and levels, and created by the community for shared achievements, challenges, and learning experiences. What do you achieve? Why do you integrate the role from parents and teachers? Principle is have a better learning experiences and greater learning development by 6. This is a market opportunity for us. It's only Latin America to increase this opportunity to parents and teachers, and this is a business model as a monthly subscription and classes and courses on demand. This is a principal competitors, and Minkedu have a principal differentiation to integrate the parents and teachers. This is a success story. A lady really increment the creativity abilities to enhance the mother in your educational and the teacher Carmelo. This is better and better milestones to us in have the first users in Chile, 2,500, and now have a community to 70,000 users since to November 2022. This is an impact in vulnerable areas, and this is a team, Janet Mendoza and my person, a software developer, and this is a next milestone to these years. Close the pre-seed round and having these milestones in other countries to unify the environment ecosystem. Thank you for this. Believe this educational impact for us. Thank you.
Just in time, Andres. So thank you for that pitch. And which one of our judges is going to ask a question?
I have a question. I want to ask you, what is unique about your product?
Principle is integrate the formation and the training for parents and teachers, because Minkedu is capture all the needs to the parents discover in the home, and Minkedu transform these needs, these challenges in training, resources, and activities for teachers. And this is a reason to unify the home and classroom in the platform, to empower the role from home and from classroom.
We still have time for just one more question.
Thank you for your presentation. Can you tell us a little bit more about the team and why you are the best team for the solution?
Great. Janet is a co-founder. She is half or more, 12 years old, to implement educational in rural areas. She's worked with children in rural areas, and this is a reason to build educational architect. She's understand the need to rural areas and pre-urban in Bolivia, and this is a reason to, it's very important, integrate the role from parents and teachers. My person, as a software developer, and I love the education I'm teaching, and I say to know Janet to say, yeah, it's really possible to integrate this role, and this is a background for our team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andres, and for the judges. So guys, very excited everybody. We're gonna go back to Chile in the financial services industry. This is the first API that allows to execute bank transfers without the interventions of people. So right now, please help everybody. A big welcome to Herbert from Radar.
Thank you. Excellent. Great. Hi, I'm Herbert, co-founder and CEO of Radar, the money movement API for LATAM. At Radar, we created an API to process in order to help companies to perform their bank transfers without human intervention and avoiding costly mistakes. Since we started the Build For program, we have been growing very fast. We are processing payments for companies like Western Union and Skrill. We reached $23,000 in revenue in November. We are growing by 18% week over week, and this is just the beginning. The problem that I experienced myself in my 2 previous startups is that processing bank transfers manually is very time-consuming and does not allow to build really scalable products. In addition, this entails risk of error and fraud that can mean losses of even millions of dollars. At present, for this type of processes, banks rely on Excel spreadsheets that are limited when processing hundreds of payments several times a day. In fact, that tends to explode. That's why we created Radar. At Radar, we created an API to process bank transfers 24/7 and without human intervention. How does it work? First, our client has to add funds to one of our bank accounts. Then they send us payment instructions through our API. And finally, we process all those payments and we send them the results back also via API. Automated and faster payments have a great impact on society. They avoid costly short-term financing. They promote greater financial inclusion. And of course, they improve security by reducing the use of cash. We are going for a market of $45 billion in LATAM. Companies execute 2 billion bank transfers, totaling $18 trillion per year. The most attractive thing is that this market is still growing by 20% year over year. We have an amazing team with an incredible execution capacity, a lot of experience. But the most important thing is that we all experience the problem that we are solving at present. We are Radar, the money movement API for LATAM, and we count on your support to continue growing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Herbert. Do we have any questions from the judges?
Yeah, so how are you? So I wanted to ask, can you explain a little bit better your traction right now? How is your revenue model working right now?
Sure. We started processing payments in June. We processed 77,000 payments in November. We are charging a fee based on volume to each client, and that gives us $23,000 in revenue in November. We have almost no costs because we use bank transfers inside the same bank. So we have bank accounts in several banks, and we process intra-bank transfers.
So that's like net revenue?
Exactly.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And is there any segment that is growing more, during these months and for the future? What are your projections?
You mean what type of clients we are reaching right now?
Yeah, what type of clients and also type of transactions as well.
Of course, yes. We identified that companies that have to process bank transfers, hundreds of bank transfers several times a day, are those that have this problem. They feel this problem, like we did in the past. So we are now attracting PSPs. Those are payment service providers, like the local, like Kushki, Flow, and so on. Marketplaces like Corner Shop and others. Yes. and financial institutions like insurance companies.
Okay, so thank you, Herbert, for sharing with us, and to the judges for asking the questions. Now, staying in Chilean territory, but moving on to the customer service industry, we have a digital platform that unites buyers, sellers, and suppliers, facilitating their interaction and value generation, delivering technology-based services. So everybody please welcome Constanza from Goohaus.
This one? Hi, I am Connie, CEO of Goohaus, and we are going to revolutionize and democratize the interior design and space renovation. Have any of you renovated your home? Surely you have, probably for the first apartment or your first child. And surely you suffer this problem, the lack of visual and spatial skill. Renovate our home produce high level of stress, generate cost uncertainty, and normally take more than 3 months for taking a purchase decision. And this is a problem for the retailer, impacting in loss in sale, 10% of product return, and the physical space profitability. I know this problem quite well. I founded my space renovation company 8 years ago and solved this pain to a lot of clients, impacting in the quality of life. However, a decorator is not accessible for everyone, but we all want to have a better quality of life. That is why we are developed Goohaus, a platform where people renovate their spaces to their liking with their measurement and their budget, buying everything in one place, bringing the furniture from the market visualized into our home. How? We use artificial intelligence, and today we have 7% less accuracy to the human one. And we are categorizing furniture in different styles, and also we captured people, style, habit, budget, and their measuring space. And we match them with the offer from the market. We categorize second-hand furniture, and we make them then available to another people or entities, reducing the carbon footprint and creating circular economy. The market is huge. In Latam, we have a market of $30 billion, and we project a sum of $55 million in our 4 years. Our revenue models come from the B2C with different services, and our focus B2B, charging over 2.5 for Predexol and the data analytic business. We project an annual growth of 300% based in our technology, and now we have a 42% quotation conversion ratio. With the help of Start-Up Chile, we pivoted, and we launched our product by the end of October. And now we have 2 sales, and we are evaluating with Walmart, developed our pilot. Also in conversation with Santander for adding value to the real estate client, and we raised it over 200K. Now we are revolutionizing the interior design. In November, we renovated a social housing, and we have an expert team with expertise in renovation space, technology, and operation. Also a group of advisors and programs. I invite you to be part of Goohaus and revolutionize and democratize homes and life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Constanza. So now we're going to be hearing one of the questions of our judges.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question. Why do you think your team is the best team to do this?
Because I love this. I studied this. I founded my space renovation company. I know this well, all the process, and we have a CTO with expertise in data analytics and all the technology that we need, and Felipe that is expert in operation and strategy. So we have a great team to do this challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I would like to know a little bit more about your B2B client. Who are they? Like, what are their common characteristics?
Okay, our focus is client of B2B because we need volume of client. So for one part, we need like the retailer because we need the furniture and in the future electrodomestic. And with that, we have the SKU. And for another hand, we need B2C about channels like residential developer, because there we have a volume of client. And another, we are talking with Behid, for example, that is a condominiums. He has a lot of client. So that is our focus, a volume of client and a volume of furniture.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges and Constanza, for your presentation.
Thank you.
So now we're going to move all the way to Uruguay in the financial services industry, and we're going to see a startup that has created a unique platform that provides trading institutions and retail traders with powerful and user-friendly tools. So please, a big welcome to Sebastián from Skyblue Analytics.
Hello, my name is Sebastián Musso, CEO co-founder of Skyblue Analytics. In the last 2 years, we have provided a data analytics solution to financial companies, and we have detected a problem and a business opportunity. The financial market is tough. Retail investors as well as financial institutions lose billions based on wrong decisions because they don't have clear, useful data analytics. One of our customers struggled to provide its client with complete and useful information in their weekly reports, something that is pretty easy. In fact, 78% of retail investors as well as institutions are willing to pay for 100% personalized information. The problem is that current platforms are too expensive and too complex. After 1 year of development, we created Skyblue platform that provides essential information for decision-making in seconds. It has 4 main characteristics. It provides unique tools with machine learnings in real time that scans the whole market, is economically accessible, 100% personalized, and clients can invest directly through us. Since Start-Up Chile, we have closed several deals. Some with education institutions. We have our first financial company from Chile that is client, and with a broker, TradeStation. We are really happy to say that we have accomplished our goal. We are not just providing data analytics, but also we are providing the capacity of our clients to get into the financial market in real time in any place. We have accomplished this after we signed a partnership with one of the 5 big brokers that has the highest US regulation and the lowest cost, and will generate another revenue income for Skyblue. Also, this will differentiate from other data analytic platforms that just offer that, and also that are much more expensive than us. Because of these new deals, our monthly recurring revenue has increased to between $6,000 to $8,000 per month. Since July, we have had more than 220 users, and our sum has increased from 3 million to 35 million. Our revenue model is divided into 2. We have the income from the financial institution that we work with, and also from the monthly payments of the subscription of these clients. Our team is divided. We started being 3 co-founders. Rodrigo is our CTO with 7 years of experience in DevOps, and Martina Ayala as a backend developer. But now we are really happy to say that we are a team of 7. Our future is bright, as in the last month we have signed a partnership with one of our clients to create and develop a robo-advisor that will target all Latin America, but in particular Chile. Thank you very much. Join us and take your trading to the moon.
Thank you, Seba. Now, any questions from the judges for Sebastián?
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. Can you explain more in depth how do you differentiate with the current platform that exists?
Of course. So basically we receive millions of prices and all the financial information like balance sheet, income statement, etc., from a data provider. Everything is in real time, and the client settles some filters that this can be the price of stock as an example, or volatility, or even an option strategy, because we work also with derivatives. And in that way, we basically scan the market in real time and we give you a personalized result. So each client for us is a different world. The good thing is that also financial companies that want, in particular, more premium information, we provide that through an API.
Thank you for your presentation. In regards to the team, can you tell us a little bit more about like your background and experience?
Of course, like I am an economist, I also do more actuarial and statistics stuff. And the team is basically software people. We have the big five. We have people in the front end, back end, DevOps, QA, and UX UI designers. My main role is basically as data analytics.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, judges, for the questions. And thank you, Sebastian. Now, moving on to the health and biotech industry, we have a platform as a service to connect families with genetic diseases, doctors, genetics, and pharma to make database decisions in diagnostics, treatment, and drug development. So everybody, please welcome Elmira from MedMediator, I'm sorry.
Hi, it's Anne. When her son was 2 months old, she mentioned that he didn't smile. Everything is okay, said doctors. 3 years later, they realized that it was the first sign of spinal muscular atrophy, one of the rare genetic diseases. Jose, pediatrician. He admitted that it's hard to diagnose and treat genetic diseases because he needs a team to do this. It's me, Elmira Safarova, just 20 years old. That time I worked in a pharma company and spent a lot of time finding data to plan my research. No data, no drugs. Now I'm a founder and CEO of MedMediator, company that solves all these problems. Problems of 140 million families having sick kids with rare genetic diseases. Specialists that need team to manage them. Pharma that hunts for patients and data, all lose money and time. MedMediator is a digital ecosystem that connects all parts and generate data that improve treatment and speed up research and marketing of new drugs. We provide family with a digital counselor who help to go through diagnosis, through treatment, and collect data. Specialists get up to do work together based on families' information. And pharma get access to the personalized data to plan research and marketing. We're working on growing market driven by science, regulator, and customers. Our main revenue comes from pharma. Future contract value could be $60 million. We see our advantage in holistic and data generation approach, which is our key innovation. Our project based on our previous experience, mine from pharma, Greg from health tech, Pablo from medical software development, and Kate from reality. Our international scientific and patient advisory board provides us with insights from science and patient view. Just using bootstrapping, we developed MVP, have 2 ongoing pilots, and we doubled number of our users and revenue since we submitted to SAP. Also, we measure not only business, but the impact also. Why we're here? Because unfortunately in Chile, people spend even more time looking for diagnosis. Number of specialists is limited, but pharma market is growing. So during build, we did a lot of job together with SAP and now understand this market and going to launch our product and have pilots soon. This is why we need extension. We believe that helping families today will rocketize drug development in near future. Be with us.
Thank you so much, Elmira. So we're gonna look for the question of the judges.
Hey, so I want to ask you, what's the key data that you get from the families and the parents for the, well, for creating all this for the healthcare services?
Great question. Yeah. We focus on data in between of electronic health records. So we gather 3 types of information. Since we are working in genetic diseases, genetics, for example, family tree. Second part, symptoms, especially first one, which could be red flags for us. And third part, most important, patient-reported outcomes, how patient and his or her family feel having this kind of disease. Because for rare genetic diseases, it's one of the most valuable data.
Okay, so what's the main output that you give the families after they put all this information into what do they get right away from that?
Actually, we provide family with clear guidelines what to do at every step of their journey, before diagnosis, in diagnosis, and after, during the treatment. But treatment right now, not about drugs, unfortunately, about management. Okay. So we are together with them.
I have a question. I think I didn't understand. Who is your final customer?
We have 3 targeted audience, families, healthcare specialists, and pharma, who are paying us. Pharma.
Well, thank you so much. That was an amazing pitch. Thank you, Elmira, and thank you
Thanks
for
a
the
lot.
judges. So guys, we have seen some amazing pitches so far. How's everybody doing in the crowd?
Thank you guys for supporting.
Woo! Well, guys, please. We'll still have 4 startups to go, so please, for the next startup, we're gonna give a big welcome. This is also from Chile. We have the financial services industry, and it's a consumer-facing wallet on a mission to attract recurring revenue to SMBs through a non-code storefront. Please, a big welcome for Henry from APIO.
Hi, I'm Henry Floyd, and I'll tell you what APIO is about. In the US, subscription-based businesses have proven themselves in the market. A canonical example of the art of subscription e-commerce, Dollar Shave Club, was sold at a unicorn price. You might be wondering what I mean by subscription. A subscription is a model in which you pay a recurring fee in order to gain access to a certain product or service. As this has become a global trend, we built a scalable solution that enables any merchant to implement the Dollar Shave Club experience and grow their business with subscriptions. APIO solves for a two-sided market composed of businesses and consumers. On one hand, merchants, billers, and professional service providers, in their struggle to increase customer lifetime value, cross-selling opportunities, and differentiate, must decide between 2 extremes. Offer recurring services for an uncentralized third-party checkout that only solves for a small part of the journey, or opt for an expensive marketplace such as Amazon that limits branding and lacks focus on underserved niches. On the consumer side, manual recurring payments are time-consuming and require attention, yet automation does not work correctly and lacks management tools, generating trust and commitment issues. We found the sweet spot between businesses and recurring customers, sitting between the previous 2 extremes. We provide an all-in-one solution for a no-code storefront template and payment solution. For consumers, we provide comfortable recurring payments through wallet-like features with payment automation, reminders, and account management. We profit from this by charging a per-transaction percentage fee to our merchants, and we have identified a huge opportunity in terms of revenue market size, with a $4.5 billion total addressable market and a $70 million serviceable obtainable market by year 5. And this is just in Chile. So far, we have attempted to validate our solution by applying the design thinking methodology and successfully launched a pilot with a coffee store that previously offered a suboptimal prepaid system. Since then, we closed over 10 deals with merchants from various industries, such as cosmetics, frozen meat, and charities. Our goal during this program has been to find product market fit, and we have paved the way by more than doubling the projected ARR of our closed deals and adapting our solution to new use cases such as software as a service and legal services. We're also in conversations with several enterprise-level businesses. In order to validate in Chile and scale to the $184 billion market in the US, we will leverage our local and international experience and in-depth technical and market knowledge in the payments ecosystem. This team has the drive, the knowledge, and the experience to deliver on these promises. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Henry, for presenting APIO for us. So, judges, do we have any questions?
Thank you, Henry. So can you explain a bit better the technical side of the product?
Yeah, sure. So we have a very flexible and robust API, which we, a payments API with a microservice infrastructure architecture, which we make available for customers not only through the an API integration, but also we provide a front end which can be adjusted and personalized according to the industry needs and the merchants' needs. So we can solve for multiple use cases, ranging from a traditional e-commerce sale to insurance purchases or charities and legal services and that sort of segments. So we can solve for complex payments or also traditional payments with our solution. Yeah.
Do you integrate with payment gateways like PayPal, like Stripe, or what do you use? What do you consume in the back? Yeah.
Sure. So we integrate to an acquirer. Yeah. So we're locally integrated to an acquirer here, and we're also now broadening our approach in order to also manage the direct debit as well, in order to reach B2B sales as well. What I also didn't mention maybe is part of our solution enables consumers and subscribers to always be in control of their subscriptions. Obviously, this varies depending on the industry, but we provide a personalized experience in that sense for consumers to feel in control.
Okay, thank you, judges, for the questions. So, thank you, Henry, as well, for sharing APIO with us.
Okay, thank you.
So now, continuing in the financial services industry, but all the way from Nigeria, we have Zinari Finance with Michael. So, Zinari enables businesses or freelancers to receive payments from their customers in cryptocurrencies. Everybody, please welcome Michael.
Hello, everybody. I'm Michael C. Bernard from Zinari. When an immigrant comes to Chile, he expects to drink pisco, he expects to see the mountains, and enjoy the view of the beautiful country. But he doesn't expect to queue for 30 minutes at Costanera Mall trying to withdraw money for coffee. 2 out of 3 immigrants living in Chile do not have a local bank account. And because of this, they have to pay 2% on each of their credit card payments, 10% when they try to change money, and they have to move around with lots of cash. The solution is here with me. Zinari, a card that enables you pay everywhere in Chile and in over 70 countries of the world, and the mobile app that enables you pay your rent, buy airtime, and carry out online transfers. Unlike our competitors, our fees are low. In fact, our fees are 1% compared to the industry average of 6.9%. This is because the users could deposit their local currency, convert it using crypto, and spend in the new country like a local, saving up to 90% in transaction fees compared to the others. So far in Chile, we have processed $12,000 worth of transaction volume, and we are targeting a $1.2 billion market, growing at 26% per annum. With the new Chilean fintech law, which recognizes cryptocurrency within the financial framework, we believe that this is the best time to launch. And we are going to make money from paying and payout fees, reseller bonuses on the airtime, the gift cards, and online purchases, arbitrage on the rates, and for each card, we make up to $15 per card created. When we landed in Chile in October, we came with the idea, and we spoke to users. In November, we did a test with below 100 users. And we are launching our pilot by the end of the month, this December, to launch publicly in Chile in January. The founding team, to launch a fintech of this level, you need compliance, knowledge, and sales. I am a trained accountant with experience in compliance. I've also lived in about 4 countries. My co-founder is very skilled in sales, customer support, and development. Together, with your help, we could bring digital banking for immigrants in Chile and across the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael. What a perfect timing and a great pitch. So does anybody from the judges have any questions?
Yes, thank you so much for your presentation. I would like to know a little bit more about your competitors and how you differentiate.
Okay, thank you. So our competitors see immigrants as remittances. So when they see an immigrant, they see someone who wants to send money home. To us, we think about the daily life of the immigrant. How does this person sending money home survive? How do you pay for coffee? How do you pay for food? How do you carry out your daily banking activities? We offer everything as a package. Enable the immigrants survive, first of all, in your new country, before also helping them send money home cheaper. So unlike others, we take into cognizance the whole picture of the immigrants framework, not just remittances.
Thank you.
We still have time for one more question.
So, sorry, I have a question. So, when thinking about this, you take into consideration that these people come, they have money back home, right? So they put that in their SINA account, and then they can spend that money everywhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens with, because these people are immigrants, they're living in Chile, let's say, and they're from Peru. So they're making an earning in Chile. So how do you do they also use this as a bank account in that country? How that
yes,
works?
so it works both ways. You could receive when you come in new, but in Chile, you could top it up with a Chilean card or with crypto or with our cash agents, and you'd be able to spend the money you earn in Chile locally or send home. So it's like a digital bank for the immigrant. So you could you could spend the one you make in Chile or bring from outside Chile, whatever works for you.
Well, thank you so much for the judges and Michael for that presentation. So guys, we still have 2 more startups to go in this first block of the Build Demo Day pitches. So now we're gonna move all the way to Peru in the health and biotech industry. This is a startup that describes themselves as a holistic space of mental and physical health, where they offer balance and equilibrium to improve the quality of life of people. Please, a big welcome to Camila from Mente Bonita.
Hi, good morning to everyone. I want you to give this so you can no stress for the presentation. And before I begin, I want you to ask you to listen to this sound, and at the end of the presentation, you will tell me how many have you heard. Okay? We are ready. Thank you. Okay, good morning to everyone. Do you know that 7 out of 10 Chilean people suffer from mental health problems? That there are millions of people that has a mental health problem that difficult their life, and that by 2030, this will be the main cause of disability in the world. For this reason, we have created Mente Bonita, a holistic wellness platform that brings together the best mental and physical specialists in the world. Mente Bonita connects selected wellness specialists to individual needs. We want you to make match. We have personalized appointments in psychology, nutrition, expressive art, thanatology, psychiatry, everything that your mental and physical health need. We offer you free advice so we can guide you to find the ideal specialist for your needs. In the B2C, our average ticket is $40 with a take rate of 30%, and in the B2B, our average ticket is $1,000 with a take rate of 80%. There are many companies that have trust in us in Peru, and the B2B has become a great customer acquisition for the B2B, for the B2C. We have an accumulated revenue of $400,000 since we have been active in 2021 in Peru, which translate in more than 10,000 sessions, where 70% of the patients stay with us for more than 8 sessions, because we make match with a customer lifetime value of $175 under a customer acquisition of $20. Competition exists, of course, but we still haven't found anyone that got the plan 360 that Mente Bonita has with social impact. so important nowadays, where we first psychoeducate about the importance of cultivating a mente bonita for then generating a business model with access for everyone. In this, we contribute to 3 of the SDG. Thanks to Startup Chile, we have set up 2 more countries. We have started developer subscription plan. We have 20 new Chilean specialists. We were finally in the Peru Venture Capital, and we achieved more than 10 VC meetings, and we have finished our website, including Chile. This dream would have never been possible without our CEO and my husband, Brian Hemmerde, with more than 20 years of experience in the market. I am a clinical psychologist and a specialist in the wellness area with more than 10 years, and I'm a content generator in this area with more than 50K followers. So now, can you tell me how many bells have you heard? 3? Okay, 5. This is the amount of people that has committed suicide during this presentation, according to the OMS, because mental and physical health matters, and we can make that change. So what do you say, Startup Chile? Would you help us cultivate more mentes bonitas? Would you help us help that 7 out of 10 Chilean people?
Thank you, Cami, for your presentation. Now, judges, do we have any questions for Mente Bonita?
Hey, Camila.
Hi.
So, hi. So I want to ask you, how do you make this first part of the service, which is guidance through a telephone call, right? So how do you make that scalable? Because that's not anyone can do that, right?
Exactly.
That's like triage, right?
No.
Like to understand what the people need, right? So how do you make that scalable?
We work with students in psychology because that is not a therapy, the call. It's just an advice call. In my experience in the wellness area, there are many people that know they need help. For example, I told you about suicide, and that is something important. But suicide does not only need psychology. It needs psychiatry. It needs a 360 plan because holistic wellness treatment works. So we have these students in psychology that are scalable and that not cost that kind of money as a specialist, and they answer these free calls. So we of course has that, like the chatbot who can do the same, but the free advice call has worked perfectly in Peru. I think in Latam, and especially in my country, and we know that in Mexico and Chile, since we have been studying these countries, so we can work in there, that people want that like personal hack. They want to know there is someone behind the phone. So it has worked really good for us, and that has made that customer lifetime value be that good. So they are in charge and they do a great job. Of course, they have a lot of capacitation. We give them some tools to make it, but they have been doing a great job since we have been active.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Cami.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of time, we are moving on to the last pitch of this first block where the Build 4 program presented. So now, all the way from Argentina, from the developer and IT tools industry, we have an app for managing dynamic forms, which allows their creation and management in 3 simple steps and applies artificial intelligence and big data for data processing. So please, everybody, please welcome Francisco from TechForms.
Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Francisco, and next I'm going to show you what we do at TechForms. First, let me take you back to the start. This is actually my second startup. My first one was called InfoControl, which is an established company today. During my time there, I realized that all our clients need to collect and digitize their information dynamically, but they didn't have the means to do it simple and fast. Moreover, since 2020, 87% of companies began a digital transformation of their processes accelerated by the pandemic. These companies manage their process in 3 ways. They use a lot of paper, which is totally unproductive. They use standard software as a spreadsheet, which don't fully solve the problem. And they use custom-made software, which is an expensive option, as the software doesn't evolve with their needs. Given that context, our market is global, and we focus on companies that use checklists and action plans in audit or inspection of processes. Our solution is called Check Forms, and Check Forms allows our clients to collect and digitize their information in 3 simple steps. First, they can build a form through our web platform. Second, they can collect information through our app. And third, they can use this information in our platform or export to other systems. Our solution is similar to Google Forms, but we focus on digitizing process. So from there, we have other features that make us different. For example, you can include digital signatures in the forms, mark GPS location, define workflows between the forms, among others. But our special thing is that we are the only ones that apply artificial intelligence in order to predict the future answers of the users. So our clients are the only ones that can make decisions before the events occur. Other benefits are that our clients no need internet connection to operate the system, we reduce the use of paper and save a lot of time versus manual process. Show me the money. We charge our client a monthly fee per active user in platform. This is our team. We have Victoria with more than 4 years of experience leading expansion strategies. Then we have Seba. He's a software engineer with more than 10 years in the tech world. And in my case, I have a lot of experience managing working team, and this is my second startup. This is our growth in the last 5 months. We increased our revenues at 74%, raising an MMR of more than $7,000, where 27% of that amount is from sales in Chile. We reduced our CAC to $400 and increased our gross margin to an 84%. During this period, we added our first 3 clients in Chile, 2 more clients in Latin, and we have 13 clients at demo stage, where 8 are from Chile. We incorporate our first commercial employee in the month of October, and we are in progress of incorporate our first commercial employee here in Chile in this month. And finally, we are in progress of raising $300K for commercial expansion with focus in Chile as a center of the operation. This was Check Form, and we invite you to digitize the world. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Francisco. So, judges, do you have any questions?
Yes, thank you for your presentation. How is the onboarding for your client? How long is it last, and how plug and play is it for them?
At the beginning, the onboarding is take like 2 or 3 months because it was a very large process. But actually, we can reduce that process to a 1 month. So we can incorporate clients more easily. And we try to reduce to 10 days.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. What are your main differentiators with your competency today?
Our main difference?
Sorry.
Our main difference?
Yes.
Our main competitors are Kaisio, Fastfield, and Ubiquo, and others, but neither of them has artificial intelligence to predict the future answers of the users. So we are the only ones that we are working on that. So our clients are the only ones that can make decisions before the events occur.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
We still have time for just one more question, if there's anybody. Well, thank you so much, judges, and thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. So now we have come to the end of the first block of the pitches from the Build 4 program. So first of all, congratulations to all these remarkable entrepreneurs. Great pitches and significant evolution to your businesses. So please, everybody, a big round of applause to the startups that just pitched. And now we will be moving on to a break until the next round of pitches from the Ignite program.
Yes, Maca, what an impressive first block of pitches. And we have the judges' evaluations. And by the end of the second block, we'll know the winners of both of our programs. Of course, this couldn't be possible without the knowledge and experience of these 4 fabulous guest judges. So that helped us choose the best startups of both generations. So a big round of applause to Javier Araneda, Conrad Fernandez, Javiera Correa, and Fernando Rojas. So guys, as Maca was telling you, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna meet back here at 11:30. And remember, this is the QR code, so you can vote for the Build Most Innovative Startup. All right, so let's meet again right here at 11:30.
Woohoo!
Welcome back, everybody. Now we'll be moving to the Ignite program, and we're going to see 12 more pitches left before we find out the results of this incredible demo day. That was an amazing first block. And before we continue, we always want to thank our partners. In this case, we want to give a big thank you to BCI, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, Amazon Web Services, Walmart, Sura, Papa John's, Entel, and our sponsor entity where we're located right now, Cowork Latam. So, Maca, are you ready for the next pitches?
Yes, I am. So excited to see the pitches that we have left here for the Ignite 4 program. But before we continue, we want to welcome the new group of judges that will be helping us decide today and evaluate our startups. So please, everybody, I want to introduce to you to Cristobal Muñoz. Cristobal, please, if you can stand up and say hello to the camera so that people online can see you as well. He is a VC investment associate at Amador. Then we have Anastasia Gutkevich, the CEO of Bifidice and part of our Growth Force program. Also, we have Nicolás Romero, Head of Innovation Strategy and Portfolio at Walmart. And last but not least, we have George Cargill. He's the CEO of Option Venture Studio. Please, George. Okay, so welcome and thank you guys for being here today.
Awesome. So today we're going to be awarding the 3 best startups of each generation, as we did with the Build program, and we're going to tell you just when we end this presentation, and we're going to do the same thing with the Ignite. So these 6 outstanding businesses will be part of our alumni Roll of Honor, and we're going to be looking for the fastest growing startup, the most investable solution, business, and the most innovative solution. And remember, for this last award, you're going to be the ones that are going to decide who's going to take this home. So at the end of the presentations, we're going to be showing you in the screen a QR code so you can vote for which startup do you think should take home the most innovative solution.
Okay, so now here on the screen, you're going to be able to see all the startups that are going to be pitching today for Ignite 4 program, and in the order they can come to the stage. So let's get started with the first pitch. First, we have PinUp. This is from the industry, from the marketing and media industry. It's a platform for organizations that helps them meet the most appropriate influencers according to their necessities. So everybody, please welcome Paulina.
Gracias. ¿Con este paso? When I had to be a team leader for the first time, I asked myself, what does it take to be a good one? So I came to the conclusion that it all resumes in only one thing, being a positive influence. Our purpose is to encourage people anywhere in the world to be a positive influence on the people who surrounds you and follows you. Hello, my name is Paulina Garrido. I am co-founder and CEO at PinUp. PinUp was born when we detect that 61% of brands find it difficult to connect with relevant influencers for their campaign. It takes a lot of time, you have to negotiate with them, you have no way to make sure that the influencer is good for your brand because you don't have the data. So our solution is a platform with a great variety of influencers that connect, validate, measure results, and it's not expensive for many companies. So how does it work? Companies upload their advertising opportunities on the platform. And in the background, Marilyn, an algorithm, makes sure to connect these opportunities with the best influencers for their campaign. So the influencer enters and sees the best options according to their preference and audience and takes the deal. Finally, we automatically measure the impact of each advertisement. This whole experience allows brands and influencers to work together in less than 24 hours. Influencer marketing is stronger than ever, so it's the perfect timing for PinUp. It went from 1.7 billion in 2016 to project more than 16 billion only this year. Our business model has a network effect. More companies, more influencers, less prices, a great variety of both. PinUp charges companies a commission per each transaction done on the platform. Since we launched August 2021, we already have achieved more than 2,300 deals. We have more than 1,700 influencers signed up. And as you can see, the most important growth in sales has been the last 3 months thanks to Start-Up Chile. And we have impacting in more than 60 companies, big ones and also SMEs. And with the help of Start-Up Chile, we started operating in 3 other different countries, Peru, Mexico, and Paraguay. Our dream team starts with Gonzalo. He's a software engineer with vast experience in the retail world. Agnes, she has experience in financial consulting and digital marketing, and I have experience in data development and data analysis, and in product development. So, thank you. This is PinUp. Come and join us, the great digital community of social leaders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paulina. That was an amazing pitch and the first one of this block. So now, does anybody from the judges have any question?
Oh, is it working? Yeah. Thank you for an amazing pitch, and I love purple. So, is yours the only platform for these kind of the projects? And
what, sorry?
The only platform in the world for this kind of projects to connect influencer and startup? And if not, what is your difference from what is existing?
Here in Latam, we saw a really good platform in Europe, especially in Berlin, because I was living there for 1 year. But they focus on the restaurants. So it's more like a presential, not so digital platform. And when we started here in Chile, in Latam, we saw that here in the country, there are a lot of agencies, of influencers agency, but they are too expensive. And this platform is, I say that it's the platform from the SMEs, because you can take deals and work with influencers for $10, $50, and here in the country and in Latam, that's not possible.
A question here. How do you deal with disintermediation?
Well, there are 2 forms, because with big companies do campaigns with more than 100 of influencers. So they told us today to activate tomorrow a campaign with 300 influencers. So that it's impossible for the company to manage 300 influencers, do the contracts, negotiate. So for the big companies, it's a really great solution. And from the SMEs, we have seen that our platform gives them guarantee, because they have limited budgets to spend in digital marketing. So we recommend us the best influencers according to the brand's need. So I think the most valuable is that their payment is secure with us till the campaign is over. And also they are SMEs, so influencers don't respond there so fast. They suffer because nobody responds. So in this platform, they have access to more than 1,000 influencers to work with them.
Thank you so much, Paulina, and for the judges for those questions. So a big round of applause for the first pitch of the day. So now we're going to remain in Chile, but we're going to move to a different industry. Now we're going to look at health and biotech startup that is a platform that supports its users to process and planning and purchasing their medication through a new optimization algorithm. Please, a big welcome to Joaquin from Buho, Chile.
Okay. Hello, everyone. The time. In Chile, you can find price differences of up to 900% for the same medicine in different pharmacies. This means it is very important for you to compare prices and buy in the correct place. The problem is that due to the overwhelming amount of information regarding the stock and the prices of the products in different pharmacies, 80% of the people in Chile do not compare prices before buying their medicine. And in a market where every year Chilean families spend more than $4.4 billion in medicine expenses, it is a problem we have to solve now. And that is why we created Buho, the first SaaS platform with optimization in the purchase and delivery of medicines. So, instead of showing people information and making them choose where to buy, like other platforms do, we use the technology to connect people with multiple pharmacies in an easy and simple way, allowing them to buy their medicine at the lowest price of the market in one single order. For this, people only have to go into our website and select the product they want to buy. And then Buho, with a mathematical algorithm, will compare the prices of the products and choose in which pharmacy you have to buy each product to minimize the total cost. And we deliver them in one single order. And if that was enough, we allow people with their current needs to schedule upcoming orders to help them with their planification. Our revenue model consists of 3 independent incomes. The first is a sales fee we charge the pharmacies that sell their products through Buho, and nowadays we have a commercial contract with 7 pharmacies that are already paying this fee. The second is a small Buho fee we charge the customers for the use of our platform, and the third is a delivery fee we also charge the customers to cover our logistics cost. Since we started, we have completed more than 3,000 orders for individual people like us and for residents of institutions such as senior and children homes that are working with us. In total, we have had sales of over $250,000, and thanks to an algorithm, we have saved our clients more than $80,000 in medicine expenses that, together with a good valuation, has allowed us to achieve a 70% of client recurrency, demonstrating the positive impact we can have on families' well-being. Since we started, we have had an exponential growth in sales with a compound monthly growth of 16% in the last 3 months. We have increased our income by 7 since we started our operations, and now we are completing our pre-read round of $350,000 that, together with Ignite's extension, will allow us to expand our service in Santiago and other regions of Chile in 2023. All this is possible thanks to the hard work of our great Buho team that is the perfect combination between sales strategy, logistics, and the technology we need to continue growing and improving our solution so we can help everyone, including you, save money and time through Buho, the easy, smart, and simple way of buying your medicine. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Joaquin, for sharing Buho with us. So, judges, do we have any questions?
Well, hello. Very good pitch.
Thank you.
Can you explain a bit more about the competitive landscape here in Chile and in the region, and what's going to be your growth strategy outside Chile?
Okay, the first question about the competition. This is a new market. Selling online medicine is legal in the middle of the pandemic, so it's there's no dominant actors in the market. There are other price comparison websites that what they do is show prices, and people have to make the process of comparing between different pharmacies, choosing where to buy. They will have to pay the delivery several times if it's in multiple pharmacies. And in Buho, it's just one click. We make the optimization, and we allow them to buy in different pharmacies without losing time comparing prices and receive them all together. So that's the difference with the competition in Chile. And our strategic expansion through Chile is by partnerships with other health tech companies that we have similar clients with similar pains, so we can deliver them from one to another and grow. Also partnerships with enterprises, so we can be part of the benefits of their workers, for example, with discounts, so we can have a fast growing strategy through more people, which would be the same way we would enter other countries, for example, Colombia and Mexico, that have a similar way of working with the pharmacies and the differences in prices, so we can make partnerships. Obviously, digital marketing, that's why we're making our pre-seed round, but also with partnerships with companies to have a bigger growth. I don't know if...
We're out of time for the questions. It's only 2 minutes, so thank you.
Okay,
thank you, Joaquin and Buho. So, now moving on to the third startup of Ignite. From the financial services industries, we have a platform that is the easy way to collect and manage subscriptions and recurring payments of any kind. So please, everybody, welcome Miguel from Reveniu.
Hello, I'm Miguel Paz, CEO of Reveniu. Did you know that the subscription economy only this year will be $275 billion in the world? This is an amazing opportunity for companies of all the industries and sizes, but especially for small and medium organizations that need to grow. The problem is, though, that launching a subscription business is hard and very expensive. It can take up to 6 months and $100,000 to build your own bidding engine, and it's likely going to break, believe me. Another $70,000 to maintain it every year, and you can still be spending thousands of hours in dealing with payments instead of creating value for your customers. With Reveniu, you forget about that. You can launch in minutes with zero cost upfront, zero cost of maintenance, so you can focus on your product and creating value instead of chasing payments. We provide a simple and powerful all-in-one subscription management solution with real-time analytics and notifications, recurring billing and dunning, unlimited plans, and many other features right from the get-go. The market opportunity only in Chile is $10 million in various industries. And our business model is very simple. We charge a transaction fee, and we only make money if your company makes money. That means that we are your recurring payments partner. We have processed $3 million in Chile so far for Chilean organizations. In the last year, almost $2 million. And during the Start-Up Chile program, almost $800,000. Our annual recurring revenue is $90,000, and our MRR and active customer base are growing steadily. We are different because we're laser focused on subscriptions and ease of use. So you can be doing business in minutes. And I'm a journalist, so I always say it's journalist proof. You don't need to learn anything. And don't believe me, believe our customers. Nico grew sales by 10% every month. Javiera grew her subscriber base by 400%. And Cecilia, who works in nonprofits, saved 90% of the time to get donations. These are just a few examples of entrepreneurs in many industries that are making revenue by using Reveniu to fulfill their dreams. Our team has 40 years of experience combining startups. We have raised in past fundraising $1.5 million. We come from companies like Open English, Fintual, Arc Daily, El Mostrador, and Harvard. And if we get the extension, we're going to use 65% of the funds in sales and growth, 35% in product in order to achieve break-even by early 2023 and close a seed round by July. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miguel. Thank you so much, Miguel. That was just perfect timing with the thank you. And now we're going to hear some of the questions of the judges.
Thanks, Miguel, for your pitch. What do you say is your main difference with other solutions like this? And why do you think it's, because I didn't saw like big companies in their current clients today, so why do you think that's maybe an issue for you as a company?
Yeah, definitely. We started working in small and medium organizations. I'm a journalist and I ran a paper called El Mostrador and then a nonprofit. And this solution came out of the problem that small organizations that don't have money for technologies, or they maybe have it but don't know how to get them, can't work on their things. So we decided and started with nonprofits and news organizations, and then we expanded to other industries. And for Q1 and Q2 of 2023, we're working on new payment gateways, new other things, so we can tackle real estate, education, and insurance, where the tickets are bigger. And also things like Club Palestino, for example, a sports team that we just closed, or Emprende tu Mente, that you're invited tomorrow and after tomorrow, and you can donate to them using Reveniu.
We still have time for just one more question.
The $2 million is the GMV or your sales?
The GDV, gross transaction volume.
So your income is 3% of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miguel.
Thank you.
Thank you also for the judges for the questions.
Thanks.
A big applause, please. So now we're going to remain in Chile, but we're going to move to a different kind of industry. We're going to go to the health and biotech, and we're going to present a company that created a technology capable of eliminating viruses, fungi, and bacteria instantly. Please, a big welcome to Mauricio from AdClean.
Gracias. Hello.
First of all, I want to tell you about the industry. The chemical industry is over $4 trillion. And in 100 years, they haven't innovated about the solution of the disease that caused viruses and bacteria. That was the reason that we thought that the world was waiting for a disruption. And we identified 3 different problems. First of all, we identified that one of the causes of the 600 million deaths in the world was caused by disinfectants. At the same time, we identified that the toxicity caused a very high rate of injuries and deaths, and also those products were polluting the water. That's why we work to fix those 3 problems, and we develop a technology that is capable of replace all the chemicals that we know so far. It means that we develop a technology that is an evolution from acids, chlorine, and ammonium. And why we are better? First of all, because we eliminate in less than a second what the competition needs several minutes. Second of all, the second problem that I told you that we fix is the risk of accidents. As you can see, this one is 100 times more powerful than chlorine, and I can drink it. I even can splash in my face, and it's harmless. And the third thing that is very important for us is that we go beyond biodegradability. That means that we decontaminate what the rest contaminates. So if you just see me drinking it, you can think that we can use the technology in several ways, not only killing viruses in surface. And you're right. That's why we work with a very important multinational company, and we were able to increase shelf life in 25%. We also reduce CO2 emissions in equivalents like planting 2,000 trees. And also, we lowered the consumption of water in 30%. We're talking here in a lot of tons of food and thousands of cubic meters of water. The impact in Chile has been great. We have increased the amount of fresh water. We increased the amount of useful food. We reduced CO2 emissions. Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Those were the 3 minutes. So, judges, do we have any questions for Mauricio?
I have a question. How do you protect, if it's really unique, your technology, how it is protected? And the second question, what about more competitors? Because you put just chloro and all this, but there are also other methodics for that.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 in 1.
We protect with the same way that Coca-Cola does. We use industrial secret. We have black boxes that are divided dependent of the area. And about competitors, those depends on the industry. For example, in the food industry, there are some big companies that has old solutions like acids and dangerous things that we were more effective and avoiding the risk of accidents. We eliminate, and also we decontaminate what the competition contaminates.
Hi, Mauricio. Can you tell a bit more about your team? So we can know and evaluate that.
The next one was it. Yes, we have two well-known professors, chemistry professors. We have an engineer with several environmental degrees, and I have founded 7 startups, which they combine have revenues over $500 million. So we have a team with a lot of experience, and we are able to take this technology all over the world, which is our goal, to save lives all over the world. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, judges, for the questions, and Mauricio for sharing AdClean with us.
Thank you.
Now, we're moving on to the energy and environment industry. This is a platform that makes information available on the use of natural resources and critical processes. So please, everybody, welcome Matias with Clarity Energy.
¿Cómo se hace? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Matias Koll. I am Clarity Energy co-founder. No, ahí está. Today, energy efficiency is one of the ways to curb the world warming. Also, the government around the world will invest more than 140 billion in more energy efficiency activity and climate tech. Industry and mining are the major consumer in energy, with 38%. Which is the real problem? The companies don't manage their energy efficiency because they lack data. Of 10 companies, only one is energy digitalization. Let me show you an example, multinational company. Sorry, but which is the need? Improve the energy efficiency. The opportunity is to transform through data the way energy is management to be more efficient and productive. And remember, the energy stock. In addition, Chile has a new energy efficiency law and will speed up the process adoption. We fix the problem with Clarity Energy. Clarity Energy is a software management of natural resources such as energy and water and critical process in B2B. Sorry. Our technology transformed data in 100% information digitalization. For some competence, the energy monitoring data is the goal. For us, the mean. Our value is the data. And we use the data for give output, energy efficiency, and productive in company. Our market is more than 30 billion, and we target 100 big clients in 2024. We have two packaging revenue models, software as a service, if client prepaid annual, you can give them 10% of discount. We have complementary team leader. And how is the impact in Advanced Ignite 4? We have 6 new big clients, like Mowi, Marvin Harvest, Multi-Export, Aristia, Mining. And in the second year, the revenue profit will be 60 AUF in Mowi Salmon. Our is decoupling economic versus energy growth. Success case in Aristia, 100% of digitalization. They reduce the beer mortality and implemented energy efficiency in their process. Roadmap, data is our value. Today we have Clarity Energy in short-term, credit advisor, and finally, marketplace. Time is running out. We must act. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Matias. So now, does anybody from the judges have any questions?
Thanks for your pitch. Can you tell us a little bit more about your team, please?
Yes, of course. Myself, I'm energy master. My partner is he's studying at Universidad Técnico Federico Santa Maria, and he's specialty in machine learning. He has more than 20 years in experience about the technological and machine learning. Another team leader is my father, and he was takeover in Enel in Colombia. He has a lot of experience in electrical companies. And I'll also have a very work team, engineers, commercial, and development of software.
How do you differentiate from your competitors?
Thank you for the question. For all of the competitors, the goal is monitoring, energy monitoring. For us, it's the data. We use the data. For example, from electrical data to electrical data, you can give the client, for example, lazy time in the machinery. You can, for example, give them about how they can optimize the energy, water, and critical process. The goal for us is the data, not the monitoring or energy monitoring. The value is in the data.
Thank you so much for those questions and for your answers. So please, a big round of applause for Matias and Clarity Energy. So now, guys, we're going to move all the way to Russia. We're going to go to the industry of lifestyle and entertainment. And this is an interactive application with technology advanced for football assistance. It assesses the progress and helps footballers reach their next potential. So please, a big welcome to Gleb from JuniStat.
I was born in Far East Russian hinterland and been in love with football since kid. Only 4 years later, after my arrival to this beautiful planet, FIFA issued a global report led by legendary Sir Arsene Wenger, highlighted the key problems in youth football development. It states that millions of talented but invisible kids play with ball all over the planet with little chance to develop. How can we implement an affordable technology for the vast extended coverage of the objective data to identify and develop young talents? My name is Gleb. In Football Tech JuniStat, we help kids grow in the game and get scouted with no barriers, but only due to their talent and motivation. Based on artificial intelligence technology, we developed 2 mobile apps and a web interface with unbiased assessment of footballer skills. Before JuniStat, testing and scouting of young players was a subjective, money and equipment demanding process. Nowadays, footballer can perform exercises in front of his smartphone camera and get accurate results of his performance. Combined with game highlights, we deliver interactive digital profiling. Creating the unified rating system in young football can be compared with Yale's rating system in English or GRE assessment in mathematics. Well, let's get back to the legend for the moment. I mailed Sir Wenger that talent identification system is ready and it fits with FIFA requirements. Surprisingly, his assistant linked us with FIFA data scientists and we arranged the internal validation, believing that FIFA support can boost our development in global markets. That are immense. That are immense. And there are only 2 companies in the world possess the same technology. The one is from Great Britain, recruiting talented players across the United Kingdom and exclusively contracted with Chelsea. Another one is JuniStat, running on affordable smartphones and operating in America, Europe, Turkey, Russia, and Africa. Oh no. Something's wrong. Okay. Our traction combines B2B and B2C revenue streams. We are profitable, operating as a SaaS for federations and clubs and online subscription for individual parents and players. This November, we piloted with the Chilean Football Federation and we acquired, testing the under-15 national team. And we acquired 4,000 users, believing that a model of a social escalator for talented boys and girls has reasonable chance to succeed here. Chile can become national leader and compete with Brazil and Argentina in exporting talented players, capitalizing on their digital traction. We're happy to contribute to it and set up JuniStat SPA for its future prosperity. We're second-time entrepreneurs and IT engineers. My co-founder Victor is my classmate. He is FIFA program supervisor. Another co-founder Ivan is running the IT development team. We have super girls on board, keeping operations and legal issues accurate. And Chilean Francisco Romero, who is leading the business development for Spanish-speaking countries. The company is backed by US and Russian investors. Evidently, that football unites people. If you share the idea that motivated players should get their chances with no regard to social or economic background, we'll be happy to discuss early commitments for our upcoming post-seed fundraising.
Okay,
Muchas gracias.
Gleb. Thank you so much for sharing JuniStat with us. Judges, do we have any questions?
Hi. I didn't catch too much about the traction. What's your current traction? And I would like also to know more about the competition. I know another company called, for example, in Chilean company, ABee Sports. What's your difference with that company?
We have many competitors in terms of traditional scouting. ABee Sports is one of the companies which uses traditional methods of scouting that are presented in the mobile applications, but without any kind of technology. We are using the computer vision technology which detects the skeleton of the player, the chips, the ball, and we can accurately track the objective data of the player's performance when he performs exercises in the football pitch.
And your traction now?
Our traction now is that we are a profitable company contracted with the Russian Football Union, a number of clubs, and we piloted with the Chilean Football Federation and negotiating a national scouting campaign for launching in 2023 here in Chile for recruiting talented players for clubs.
Quick question. Why did you choose Chile, for example, besides of, I don't know, Argentina, Brazil, which has like probably more players and like the culture, the football culture there is probably bigger than here in Chile?
So we already launched in Brazil, and we are a technology partner of League, which is the most popular youth tournament in the world. But Chile provides us with the most convenient headquarters and setting up transparently a company for expanding the sales to Spanish-speaking, to Latin America and other Spanish-speaking countries in Europe.
Okay, thank you, judges, and Gleb for sharing JuniStat with us. Okay, big round of applause, please.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Now, moving on to the health and biotech industry, we have an application that connects patients with healthcare professionals in less than 30 minutes. So everybody, please welcome Ivan from Saludtech Spa.
Hello everyone, we are Saludtech and we use telemedicine to connect patients with healthcare professionals. The lack of medical specialists in Latin America is a huge problem, and only in Chile, more than 2 million people are waiting to visit a doctor. When we saw the business opportunity that means solving this problem, we started to build our technology and to hire the first doctors. The service is still growing, and today we have more than 100 healthcare professionals in more than 30 medical specialties. After we launched, we realized there is a huge unattended population. Neither big traditional clinics or the public sector are able to serve them. So we start to partner with local healthcare providers, and today we are installing telemedicine booth where people can approach and have an appointment with one professional from our network. In this way, we acquire new users, taking advantage of the existing patient flow. Our model is direct to customer and fee-based. For every appointment the patient pays in the platform, we take on average a 30% of the income. And since we started the program, we are growing on average 20% month over month, and we have generated more than $370,000 in revenue. Our patients rate the service with 4.85 stars, and the revenue coming from regular users is growing every month, representing 48% of last month's total revenue. In Latin America, there is 600 million people who visit the doctor on average 2.5 times a year, and 75% of those visits could be done through telemedicine. Taking all of this in consideration, and the total addressable market hits $33 billion a year. Okay. Oh no. With Juan Pablo, we met each other 15 years ago, and we started bootstrapping this business in 2018. He is an MBA in charge of managing the network of partners and professionals, and I am a software engineer in charge of building the technology. Finally, we are a digital clinic connecting patients with healthcare professionals. We are growing on average 20% month over month, and we have generated more than $370,000 in revenue this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, just in time. Sorry for those inconveniences. So now, judges, your questions.
Yeah, thank you. What's your go-to-market strategy here to reach the B2C segment?
Today we are partnering with local healthcare providers, I mean in small, medium cities, where the local clinic offers the service of Saludtech, so they gain a commission for their referral. In this way, we are impacting the people in the regions.
So it's a B2B2C?
Our main client is still the patient.
Perfect.
So we still have time for one more question, if you will.
Thanks for your pitch. Do you have anyone from the healthcare industry in your team?
Yes, we have a medical director in our cap table, and he's in charge of securing the relationship between doctors and patients.
Okay, and your competitors, because the telemedicine from 2 years to now has been growing, like, what do you think about that, and how do you going to be different from them?
The difference we have it's in the platform and the whole experience of the patient. We only start with telemedicine, but we can follow up on the treatment and taking care of the patient until he is healthy again.
Thank you so much for that presentation. So a big round of applause for Saludtech. So now we're going to move to China with the health and biotech industry. This is a scope helps women get timely cervical cancer screening service in a low resource or remote areas while protecting the user's privacy. Please, a big welcome to Daniel from BitCare.
I'll put it here. Okay, sure. Due to the pandemic, the need for telemedicine is booming. It's my great honor to introduce iScope, the most innovative Internet of Things for cervical cancer. Each year, 311,000 women died because of cervical cancer. It kills more than 35,000 women in America, and 80% of these cases in Latin America and the Caribbean. During the traditional cervical cancer screening process, a speculum is a must. It is more than 200 years old. It looks hard and feels cold. It leads to fear, pain, time-consuming, and therefore the patient's visit the clinic only symptoms occurs. And the traditional colposcopies are bulky and no cost efficient. Could we make that process more comfortable, more friendly? A friend, a gynecologist, Dr. Chen, tried to resolve that problem. With Dr. Chen, we invented iScope. With iScope, we could help to realize fast check at the clinic or at home. No need for speculum, cost efficient, compatible with HPV or Pap sampling, and AI diagnostics. It is soft, comfortable, and user-friendly. We also got an international patent for this innovation. For physicians, at the screen stage, they could cover more patients and reduce workloads, make decisions with AI. Post-precanceration treatment, they could efficiently follow up and monitor the recurrence timely. The patients could also license or contribute their data to help to train the AI just through our app. And taking the advantages of the latest technologies, a huge market is emerging. With top gynecologists here in Chile, we actively got their insights toward materials, mechanical design, cost, and business models. Now, founding team members own extensive experience in product development, manufacturing, clinical collaboration, and business, and a strong advisory board is backing us. Lastly, but most importantly, we're not doing this alone. Appreciate these physicians' insights and contributions. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for your presentation. Now, judges, do we have any questions?
Thank you for the presentation. And how unique is your device?
Mm-hmm.
How unique is your device?
How unique? Yeah, because the traditional one.
I know this
yeah.
perfectly one, yeah.
Yes,
Believe me.
it is a must. But this device will replace that device. We use this one.
So between this one and that one, nothing,
yeah,
nothing else
yeah, well,
in the world?
Yes, just this one.
Okay.
We take the bag, we push it, then it changes the style inside of the body, make the users comfortable, friendly. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sorry. How do you have tractions and sales yet, or letter of intent?
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
do you have revenues yet or not?
You mean the users?
Yes, sales.
Not yet. We're still developing it with local gynecologists here in Chile.
Perfect.
What about your business model?
Yes, our business, actually, we can get the sales from the hardware sales and the disposables and the software. That is the annual registration fees for the users. And the algorithm licensing, 3 pathways.
Do you take care of the hardware manufacturing, or do you outsource that?
Yes, actually we have a good partner. She is in charge of the manufacturing, in charge of the supply chain. We can control the cost to meet the customers and the needs.
Okay, thank you, judges, for your questions, and Daniel for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Big round of applause, please.
Thank you.
Now, moving on to the customer service industry, we have a software as a service that allows companies to design and manage customer service via video call. So everybody please welcome Jose from Digital F2F.
Hola. Para ir atrás. Hello everyone, my name is Jose. I'm Digital Face-to-Face co-founder and CEO. For many businesses, face-to-face interaction with customers is a must. It generates confidence, trust, empathy, and just people understand and solve better. That's why companies expend a lot of money on branches, offices, point of sales, promoters, etc. But these have issues. They are expensive and inefficient, they have low geographical coverage, and for us, the customers demand the expense of time, money, and resources to approach to them. With pandemic video calls boom, companies try to digitize those processes with apps like Zoom or Teams, which aren't made for that purpose, generating another kind of problems. Like they are not scalable, and they also generate risks. That's why we decided to develop a software as a service, one that allows companies to design, deploy, operate, and control remote face-to-face channels through video calls. Digital face-to-face is highly configurable and has improved video calls capabilities to automate and emulate any customer journey and workflow in a completely white-label mode. We also bring the tools to manage hundreds of operators easily, and last but not least, we neutralize our carbon footprint to make the experience greener. This is the kind of impact we generate in our customers. Before us, they used 3 apps, 3 different people, their process was entirely unscalable, you also have operational and compliance risks between other problems. With us, they use just 1 app, ours, and all their problems are solved, and they also have a whole new branch, the biggest one in the country, in fact. Digital face-to-face already exists overseas, and they are doing great too. The market is huge. It is growing 13.6% annually, and it's supposed to reach 15 billion in LATAM only to 2031. To 2026, our goal is to reach $10 million in annual recurrent revenue. Our business model, our customers are companies, and we charge them for the standard service, a setup fee and a monthly rate, and we also charge them for integrations and other services. We have 11 customers with presence in 5 countries, generating us $8,000 in monthly recurring revenue, and we are going to close this year with more than $111,000 in sales. I love our team, it's totally complementary. While I have a business background, Gaston has IT and development experience, and Alvaro has deployed local and global PR campaigns. As a team and as friends, we have demonstrated that we can go from an idea to a product with a lot of pivoting in between, and now we are selling that product to the biggest companies in the country. Our main achievement here in the program is that we have found and develop a whole new sales process, which is generating us a lot of new business opportunities right in the targets we were looking for. We also have improved our value proposition and our product. We want to win the extension to accelerate the impact we are generating in Chile, Latam, all over the world, from Chile, to keep on generating happy customers, efficient processes, and a greener world. Thank you.
So much. So now, the judges, do you have any questions for digital face-to-face?
Thank you for your pitch. Here in Chile, what are your competitors and how do you differentiate from them?
We have like 3 kinds of competitors. One are Zoom or Teams, which are the problem, as I said. You have also Genesis and Heroku, for example. They are competing with us, but we are winning all the biddings we are having with them, with the customers. And also video chats that have like more e-commerce orientation.
And biggest, for example?
No, the biggest is Genesis, and locally Teams. All the main corporates use Teams. But that's the problem, as I said.
So I would like to know or understand more what is the problem you are solving?
Okay, for example, for many businesses, they have a lot of people in all their branches. The use of these people isn't always the optimus. So what we have to do is that we can offer to our customers to optimize their production model, generating a new whole channel that is being attended for the same people that is attending now the other channels. For example, with one of our customers, they had more than 30 branches. They tried to digitize those processes with Teams. They had a lot of troubles. And with us, they have owned a whole new branch who is operated by the same people which is in the branches. And they designed the model once, and all the operations is completely automated, and it's also generates data, and we have integrations with robots and chatbots, and we have a lot of configurations that you can use to adapt to any process.
Thank you so much for those questions and for your answer.
Thank you.
So please, a round of applause for digital face-to-face.
Thank you, everybody.
So guys, we have seen many pitches today. They're an amazing presentations, but we still have 3 more to go, the last 3 of the day of this second block. So please remain your energy so we can remain in Chile as well and go to the industry of HR and productivity. This is a platform that connects people and organizations with a community of professional coaches from all over Latin America. So please, a big welcome to Nicolás from Yourney.
Hi. Perfect. Hi, how are you guys? I'm Nicolás Morales, and I'm co-founder of Yourney. First of all, I want to start with a question. What is the most important to reach the full potential of your company? Of course, people. But we have a huge problem. 85% of people, they're not committed with their job. And a little example is the Great Resignation. People is just quitting to their jobs. That's why we found Yourney. We are your partner to develop the greatest skill for your team. We democratize the access to quality coaching, and we make it simple for you. We will working to be the biggest community in Latin America of professional coaches. Nowadays, we have 50 coaches from 4 different countries. But we know that in quality depends our success. That's why we create a strong process for the application and acceptation of all of the coaches that they want to be part of our community. We are an individual digital coaching platform, and we make it simple. First of all, we want to understand you. Where's your gap of development? Where is your profile? With that information, we present you 3 different coaches. Choose the best coach for you and start your journey of transformation. We are a B2B business model. We sell Yourney. Every journey is 3 months of unlimited coaching for 1 person. You can message 24/7 with your coach, but we know that the most important thing is data. Data is the key of our result. That's why we send report to any people in the company to take the best decision for your talent development. Our clients and users are really happy with us. We have 100% of satisfaction. The evaluation is 4.9 of 5. We're really happy about that. And the last 3 months, we sold more than 100 licenses. We're having more than 15 customers. And we have 230 sessions just done. But our impact in Chile is not just our business model. We're donating to NGOs and social entrepreneurship journeys to reach the best profile of the people that are changing the world. And of course, it's a huge market. Every year, companies spend more than 360 billion in talent development. And we have the team to reach this opportunity to our company. With Martin, we're co-founders of Trabajo en Sentido, BeGive. We're part of the Red of the Recursos Humanos. We understand where's the gaps of the talent market. We have 2 C-level coaches with more than 15 years of experience. And we have the technical talent to be the best platform in the world. In Start-Up Chile, we just achieved a lot of milestones. We increased sales, we closed our first round. But in the next year, we want to increase the sales more than 10 times. We want to open the next round, and of course, we want to be in Mexico. And as John Maxwell said, the single best way to impact an organization is to focus in leadership development. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nico. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Now, judges, do we have any questions?
Don't worry, if you need.
Can you hear? Yeah, there. Perfect. So who are these companies paying these programs for? C-level executives, management?
We are focused in the middle talent because for the journey value proposition, we want to reach his, its, or her full potential. And we know that C-level needs more deeper coaches. And with this middle level segment, we can reach the full potential easily.
Thank you.
I have a question in kind of the same area, but like how many people, like 85% of them like resign, and how many of them really want to have coach? And I mean globally, not in Chile, but like, I don't know, United States, Europe, something, statistics about this?
Yeah, we know that the success of company, they're not just focusing in C-level. We know that the middle level, the chief, the sub-manager, and everything, they have to develop the power skills, the soft skills, that they are the harder to learn because you need to change your behavior, not just learn. And companies need to develop this kind of skills to the professionals. That's why we're working with H&R, part of the companies, to develop a program of leadership to them. Nowadays, we're working with transnational companies, and this is the way that we want to grow in Latin America and in the world.
Okay, thank you, judges, for the questions, and Nico for sharing. Big round of applause. Thank you so much. Now, moving on to the social impact industry, we have a startup that is a big data mobility company integrating data about urban transportation, micromobility, and ride-hailing operators. Please welcome Joaquin from Ualabee.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. My name is Joaquin Di Mario. I am CEO and co-founder at Ualabee. And let's talk a little about mobility. The industry is evolving, driven by electrification, environmental awareness, robotaxis. But what happened in Latin America? 3 years of our lives are wasted in traffic jams. We have 4 of the 10 cities with the worst traffic in the world, and everyone here hates traffic. But it's impossible to solve this problem with no standardized data, fragmented operator, and a poor collaboration between sectors. Ualabee was born to improve urban mobility, integrating schedules and routes of public transportation, micromobility, and multiple operators, offering solutions for people, cities, and partners. We make commute simple. And how do we do that? On one hand, our user platform suggests the best way to commute, combining every mode of transportation, considering time, cost, distance, and issues of your trips. On the other hand, we understand people's behavior, offering trip planning and data analytics solution for companies and governments. Our collaborative focused solution encourages people to interact with each other. Our users help us to maintain the transport data updated, making our travel assistant more accurate than any other solution. And we have a 2 billion business opportunity in Latin America, where more than 600 million people suffer from an inefficient mobility network. We created a single mobility API offering mobility analytics and trip planning technology for smart city industry, getting around $100,000 per contract annually. We'll become a mobility wallet to unlock every mode of transportation by your phone in 2024. And this is our number, Ualabee was born in 2019, and we got 2 million unique users without marketing action. And we already closed $1 million in contract with clients like Google, for example. In the last 3 months in Chile, we got 20,000 active users, built strong relations with top companies, and already closed 6 deals in Santiago. But it's not the best. The most important here, we are here to improve mobility and reduce the carbon Chilean footprint. The next 5 years, Ualabee will take 300,000 cars off the street, saving hours to people, and representing a $20 billion for Chilean economy. I began working in mobility in 2012. I'm not alone now. I met my co-founder in 2015. And after many failures, Ualabee was born in 2019 to become the main mobility solution of the market. We are now 20 people working in Ualabee, convinced that mobility is the key to build sustainable cities. Join our trip. Thank you.
So now, the judges, do you have any questions for Ualabee?
Can you please again explain the difference for me if I will use just Google Maps?
Okay, yes, it's a good question. First, do you remember the case Google and Waze? it's something, well, Google is our client. When you use Google Maps, you use data that came from Ualabee because they can't have the protocol that you need to put inside your phone the transport data. There is some protocol that you need regarding to the data of transport of public transportation. It's called GTFS standard, and they can't have it in Latin America because it's not in the market, but our users are improving that information. They say, oh, they stop, it's not here, it's over there, this lane changed, this is the insecurity level of the street. So the user help us to maintain that data updated, and our quality data is very, very good. 3% of our users are collaborators. If you want to have some difference, for example, Waze, that is the main collaborative application, only the 1% of the users are collaborators. So we have a very strong gamification model that empowers users to maintain that data.
If Google is already your customer, where do you grow next? Inside Google, or who is willing to pay $100K a year for this?
Yes, well, it's a good challenge we have. Google is our client in Argentina and in Peru, not yet in Chile. But we have identified 12 cities that we want to go because we are not working with, talking with automotive industry, electromobility, energy industry that is evolving. So our next step is to move forward to 3 markets, Chile, empower the penetration in Chile, Mexico, and Brazil. And we want to make some deal with Google, but they offer also to integrate the payment solution using a wallet inside Ualabee. So it's like we have like a B2B and B2C making an engagement loop here. So I hope I can give you more news.
Do you earn by city?
Oh, unfortunately, we don't have more time for more questions.
Then I can.
But thank you so much for the judges and for the amazing pitch, Joaquin. A
Bye.
big applause for Ualabee. Guys, we have seen amazing pitches today, but we still have one more startup that has to present their pitch. So moving on to Russia in the industry of HR and productivity, we have a company that is a digital adoption platform that helps companies in increasing their productivity by making employee training and user onboarding for enterprise software efficient. So please, a big round of applause to Artem from Hinted.
Hi, I'm Artem, CEO and founder of Hinted, the digital adoption platform. The modern digital workplace is getting more and more complex. An average employee today uses 13 digital tools in his or her work, and they need to know how to use all these tools to be productive. That's why companies spend more than $80 billion a year to train their employees to use enterprise software. However, 80% of software implementation projects fail because of inadequate training and onboarding activities. We at Hinted aim to battle this. Hinted is the platform that allows creating interactive step-by-step on-screen guides that can walk employees through any digital process. And these guides can be implemented on top of absolutely any software, web or desktop-based. And, the best part, without any coding. And today we're creating the platform powered by the machine learning to discover bottlenecks and the best software usage scenarios, deliver fully contextual help to users, and provide deep analytics for software owners. Hinted already helps companies to cut their training costs dramatically, reduce support workload by up to 60%, and cut the time to create training materials tenfold. These are the numbers we see consistently with rollouts at top enterprises. Hinted is a B2B SaaS. We sell subscriptions to companies starting from 200 employees, providing cloud or on-premises installation, and recently we've introduced the distribution license model for IT integrators and consultancies. We believe that the digital adoption represents a rapidly growing market opportunity that we estimate to be approximately $17 billion. Speaking about the competition, Hinted is the best in class in terms of the rollout and installation time. We support creating guides for desktop applications, and currently we focus on creating training materials automatically. We are the remote-first team of 17 professionals located all around the globe. And our founders, me and Sergey, have 15 years of experience in creating high-load B2B digital tools. Today, at the moment, we have more than 50 enterprise customers and $600 United States dollars in booked revenues. And it's not the end of the year yet. Today, we're bringing our expertise to the Latin American market, and we have chosen Chile to be our home base. Within 3 months, we have incorporated our company here, get 25 potential customers, and boosted our sales pipeline dramatically. To help us grow, currently we're hiring the local sales team, and we will keep hiring even more people within the next months. So let's keep innovating in the enterprise software training with us. We are Hinted, and we make any software friendlier. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Artem, for your presentation. And judges, do you have any questions?
Thank you, Artem. Can you tell us a little bit more about your team and advisor board, if you have?
About the founding team or overall? Yeah, okay, so basically Hinted was born from my personal pain because I was that guy that was implementing like user guides that nobody wanted to read, and at some moment I thought that, wow, that would be great to create a tool that will allow like to make interactive user manuals to basically to help people not to struggle with their enterprise software. And my co-founder, he is a really good CTO with great technical stack, so he knows both machine learning tools and also some like back-end and front-end frameworks. And since we work with front-end a lot to make it like above any interface, that's really great expertise for us.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Do you have any exit strategy?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
We have two. The first one is, no, three. The first one is IPO, of course, yeah. The second one is being acquired by some of the really big software vendors like SAP or Oracle. And the third one is to be acquired by one of our top competitors, because on the Latin American market, their penetration is really low, so they would be interested in gathering new customers that we are currently acquiring here.
Okay, thank you guys for the questions, and thank you, Artem, for sharing Mente with us. So now we have finished all the pitches of our second block with the 12 best startups of the Ignite program. So we have seen great progress in this acceleration program, and all of you make us very proud. We know that the judges had a difficult time making the decision, so we want to acknowledge Anastasia, Cristobal, George, and Nicolas. So everybody please a big round of applause to our wonderful judges that are here today with us. So now they're going to be helping us to choose the best business of this generation.
That's right, Maga. We have been amazed by these great pitches, but it's not over yet. We'll be revealing the winners for both programs, Build and Ignite, after a short breakup. And our judges will be choosing the most investable business, the fastest growing startup. And remember that you guys are going to be the ones deciding who's going to take home the most innovative solution. All right? So please remember that you can scan the QR code that we have right here. And we're going to meet back. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you so much.
Yo hago la intro y tú...
Voy con los premios.
Sí, que queremos darle un regalo.
Y después metamos eso en intermedio.
Sí, no, pártense, o yo,
Y después sigo yo. Y después sigo.
Tiene que tener una mano, ¿sí? Ah, you're so smart. Tú me mandas.
Ya, Lampi dijo que ya.
Vámonos acá.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. It has been an amazing morning where we got to show off our startups. Now the time has to come to reveal the winners from both programs, Build and Ignite.
That's right, Seba. So all of you guys have done an amazing work and you have made great achievements through all the program and today in the demo day. But first, remember, this couldn't be possible without our amazing judges of the day. We had 8 amazing people with awesome feedback through all the different startups. So we want to thank all of them, and please join us here in the stage so you can receive a little welcoming present.
All judges, please.
All judges, please come to the stage.
Conrad, come here. So we got a gift for you guys. Thank you very much. And we're going to take a picture with you guys, yeah? Yeah, Javi, please, join us.
Creo que salió.
Thank you guys. A big round of
Thank you
applause
so
for our
much.
judges.
Okay, guys, so now we'll be presenting the winners for the most investable business, the most innovative startup, and the fastest growing startup.
Okay, guys. So first of all, we're going to present the fastest growing startup of Build. Drums, please, guys. So the fastest growing startup is... Are you ready? Yes? Radar. Congratulations, Radar. Great pitch and great milestones, Herbert. A picture, please?
Eso, vamos a dar una mano. Yo creo, sí. So guys, moving on, we're gonna go to the next award of the day for the most investable startup of the Build 4 program. So please, another drums for everybody. And the most investable startup of this demo day for the Build 4 program is GUNDO. Come here. There you go. Picture?
Okay, guys, now to finish with the winners of the Build program, I'm going to present to you the most innovative startup. So everybody, drums, please. Okay, so this award goes to TechForms.
Congratulations, TechForms. Congratulations to the winners. Amazing job, guys. Now we will meet the winners of our Ignite program. So first of all, again, the fastest growing startup of the Big Four is, drums please, Hinted.
So guys, moving on, we have the most investable startup of the Ignite 4 program. So everybody, drums please. And the most investable startup of this generation is Ualabee. Come here. There you go. Congratulations.
Okay, guys, now down to the last award of this morning. We have the most innovative startup for the Ignite generation. So everybody, drums. Buho.
Don't be shy.
Okay, guys, so this is the end of our demo day. Remember that the extension decision will be taken during January, so on that month are going to reveal the results, okay? So you're going to be notified by email, okay? So stay tuned during January, okay? And remember that we have a lot of activities to do, okay? We have boards for Ignite, and maybe we are going to organize a platoon for Build, okay? So the activities are still going. Thank you all for your time and interest. We hope you enjoyed this instance as much as we did. Please give a final big round of applause to these incredible entrepreneurs, our sappers. Now please join in our social networks. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye and see you then.